All right, today we're going to be looking at how to lower your hotel's PPC costs with better ad copy. Now, every hotel has some form of pay-per-click campaign running these days. And regardless of whether you're using retargeting ads, Facebook ads, or remarketing list for search ads, RLSAs, the intention is always the same. Let's make sure we catch our prospective guests' attention, right? But in that pursuit, many hotels overlook one important step. They focus on the strategy for delivering their message more than the message itself, and that makes their advertising more expensive. After all, if you aren't promoting something special about your hotel, something people can't find anywhere else, then the chances of visitors bouncing away from your website increase dramatically. That means you might have to pay for that same visitor again and again, and that really hurts your bottom line. In today's video, I'm going to show you 3 ways you can quickly improve the quality of your ads so you can win more business at higher margins. Let's check that out. Now first, let's do a quick critique of the average pay-per-click ad and see why it's costing so much. So in this, when you look at these 3 examples with logos removed, it's pretty hard for anyone to tell them apart, right? This shows that without a clearly defined, unique selling proposition, USP, these ads are forced to compete on price. Best available rates shouts the first, 20% off when you book direct chimes in the second, 10% off plus free Wi-Fi for advanced bookings counters the third. Yes, these are all good offers, but the problem with this approach is that even if guests are looking to book right now, they still have to click on each one of these ads and spend time comparison shopping before they're going to move forward, before they know they're going to get the best deal. And since all that takes time, energy, and let's face it, attention span, many people will still turn to the OTAs to make that process easier, which ends up wasting your ad spend. Now, let's look at that same thing in another way. I want you to think that what if there was a grocery store that didn't conveniently group all their foods together? If so, when they offered a great price on one brand of peanut butter, for example, you'd still have to do a few laps around the store making comparisons before you knew you were making the right choice. What a painful shopping experience, right? And it's a real hassle, but that's exactly what these price-focused PPC ads are forcing consumers to do. Now, I'm not saying these ads don't work. If you show your ad to enough people, someone is going to take you up on your offer. That's just the law of averages. But if you want higher conversion rates, so you can make your ad budget go farther and you can scale out your campaigns, then you need to focus on stopping people in their tracks. By that, I mean you need to give husbands a solid rationale for visiting your area. You need to give wives a real reason to call up their hubby and say, hey babe, why don't we check this out this weekend? Now here's one way you can do that with a small caveat. So in this, I like this ad. It tells the picture of a world of French provincial enchantment, which I think is great because it tells a story, but it makes a common USP mistake, which everyone should try to avoid. That is, they've tried to eliminate their competition by boasting and bragging that they're the best, the premier, or the most something hotel around without any facts to back that up. Now, the most romantic hotel is a pretty subjective claim, right? So if I don't believe that claim, that will absolutely kill my engagement with that ad. Or even worse, if I'm curious and I click into their website to look for more proof of that claim and I don't find it in the first 3 seconds, that's a letdown. So I'll probably click away. The point is, a weak USP claim can actually work against you if you're not careful. So if they could have just said, the most romantic hotel in boutique hotel in San Francisco, according to the San Francisco Chronicle in a survey of top boutique hotels, then I'm sure this ad would pull a lot better. So listen, it's okay to be wordy if that helps build trust, because trust is even more valuable than money in the online world these days. So what is a winning USP, and how can you find that out for your property? A winning USP is something that separates you from the crowd. And at a time when there are so many hotels and so many that offer so many similar rooms and products and services, one of the best ways you can do that is to focus your advertising on the reader's experience, i.e., show them what they're going to enjoy when they stay with you. Help them count their chickens before they hatch. And here's a good example of this point exactly. Now look at how this ad, it says nothing about the hotel, but it does a great job of using future pacing to, one, give the reader a reason to visit, the snow season, right? Two, speak to the earliest stages of the shopping journey, choosing one location over another. Three, creating excitement and compare it to pictures of a hotel's edifice or entryway or bedrooms. That's a big advantage. Also, imply urgency by using the ski season, not just about the rooms. They're saying this is limited time. Look, at the end of the day, this ad doesn't say experience our hotel. It shows exactly what that experience is like, and that gives it some real power. Next point, how can you select and highlight the best experiences at your hotel? I think that crafting a powerful marketing message requires a concierge mindset. And here's how you take that perspective. On page 58 of our newly released book, Hospitality Marketing Synergy, I ask readers to get into this mindset by first of all making a list of all the local businesses they usually recommend their guests visit. Step 2 is to think about how you can make sure your guests have a great time when they stay with you by recommending activities. And then step 3, reach out to these local businesses and brainstorm ways that you can partner together and create a unique offer in your advertising. Here's another example of what I mean by that. You could partner with local businesses and create pay-per-click campaigns for room plus kayak, or room plus luxury spa down the street, room plus beer and wine tasting, room plus limo service from the airport, or room plus car rental. Now, none of these have to be complex. One B&B I know, for example, created an arrangement with a local ice cream store where whenever guests show them their keys with the logo on it, they would get a free ice cream cone. This made it possible for the B&B to add a bit of interest in their advertising, and the ice cream store was happy with the extra business. So let's take the same idea and let's take it to the next step. With better tracking, also known as affiliate tracking, that same B&B could place an ad on the ice cream shop's website in exchange for a small commission. That way, local businesses could become, quote unquote channels for that hotel's distribution strategy, and in the end, help them lower their monthly marketing commissions and keep more money in the local economy. That's a win-win-win. Here's another example of what this approach might look like if they decided to partner with one of the local surf shops, for example. So check this out. It's very experiential based. Do you see how this tells a story? How it gives people a reason to visit the area while eliminating competitors from consideration, and how ultimately that makes the traveler's planning much more convenient. So really, it's a win from the guest point of view as well. Really, by now I hope you see why focusing on your guest experience can give you a nice sales advantage. And I'd also like to note that by adopting this approach, there are a few ways you can help your ad budget work a lot harder, so you can create bigger and better results. For example, number 1, long tail pay-per-click ads are less expensive. the appeal of experiential ads is more specific. So you have less clicks, but higher conversion rates. Number 3, any commissions you might pay to local activity providers will still be less expensive than any OTA bookings. Number 4, community engagement creates goodwill and encourages more partners to help you with your marketing and distribution efforts. And this approach also allows you to make greater use of your connections at the CVB, because your affiliate tracking actually helps them better justify their ad spending. So it helps them make the case for more aggressive destination marketing efforts, which, as I'm sure you're aware, helps everyone out. Overall, telling your story is the key to any business's survival, because if someone doesn't notice you, they'll never do business with you. That's just a plain fact. And nowhere is that fact more apparent than in your PPC campaigns. So look, here are some simple steps to get started. Today, real easy thing, you can tack four pieces of paper on your office wall and put one of your family members' names on each one. Then start listing the activities they might each enjoy when they come into town for a visit, along with the businesses they might like to check out. Then think about how you could reach out to those businesses and partner with them to create a unique room type in your booking engine. After all, if homeowners on Airbnb offer quote-unquote experiences on their website, then why shouldn't you? Look, it's time to start lowering your PPC costs by making your ads tell a story that's as unique as you are, as unique as the experiences in your neighborhood can be. Because Airbnb has already proven that this kind of marketing works, and if that's what guests are looking for these days, it's pretty clear that your PPC ads aren't working as hard as they could if they aren't speaking to that demand, right? But when they are, when you know how to catch your prospective guest's eye with stories that get them daydreaming, right? They get them planning things out in their mind, then not only will you start driving your marketing costs down so you'll be able to roll out your campaigns and reach more of your best guests, you'll also create a competitive advantage with unique service offers that none of the other local hotels have. In turn, that helps you create more guest loyalty, that leads to more positive online reviews and referrals, and best of all, that means you can take creative control and start filling your schedule with more fun, entertaining events, and that makes your job more fun in the end. So, I hope you've seen how you can make pay-per-click ads more powerful with better copy. If you'd like any help doing that, we have the hospitality copywriting team to help you. We are the largest copywriting team in the hospitality industry. And you can also go here to check out the new Hospitality Marketing Synergy book. You can get this for free. Just go in here, pop in your details, and you'll get the automatic PDF download right away. So if you have any questions, just put them in the chat box down there, and looking forward to hearing from you. Hope you're having a great day. Bye now.